Inglewood, California. It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and... Second and 1. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 75 yards, and down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Open man is Komet, the tight end. Gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, and that's caught by Komet. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
A very solid gain of 27.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down to the 32. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Working with 2nd and 5 now. His first carry. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 24. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
On 2nd down, it's Hines, and he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. On 3rd down, Hines. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And the Bears first down.
On 1st down, Jacob Eason. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They run with Hines. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Naeem Hines, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Jackson now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Jackson on the return. The Rams take over first and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll run this with Akers. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 10.
Here's Stafford. Oh, he lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun is Eason. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Terrell Lewis in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception. And
if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. After the interception, here's Stafford. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Man, this is ridiculous, man.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, Stafford again.
Stafford's pass
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Throwing again is Stafford. They'll throw complete to Cam Akers. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 2nd and goal. Stafford, and it's complete. He's got him in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Time to see Jacob Eason and company go back to work. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Eason. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the Ravens who get the win at home. A 20-point win, 34-14, the final. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. 30-24 was the final. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. Daniel Jones leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 is our score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
Complete to.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
At the 30.
Here's Hines. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, Chicago. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
This one's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now. You remember last week they defeated the Carolina Panthers here. Good momentum. First down, Hines. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. It was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 19. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
And that'll bring up second down. They'll try the left side. It's Hines. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. J.P. Holtz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Stafford on first down. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Stafford. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
On first down, Stafford here. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Stafford. And that is incomplete here. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. But now it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Again, it's Stafford. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Stafford. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And no, it's incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson to return.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one complete on the slant route. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. From the red zone now, Stafford.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Jalen Johnson Wilson on the cover.
To the air again. Stafford. And he's got it. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you're doing. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Gay is on for the point after.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. Well, fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on first down. Hines. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down by 7, 34 seconds to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. As he throws there, incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now Stafford. As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
3rd down and 10.
They'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Pressure there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now the point after try for Santos. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bears, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for L.A., they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.